I was going to say the Omega lives in Duluth. But that would be an insult. I've never actually been to Duluth, but it was like that whole thing from A Chorus Line, to commit suicide in Buffalo is redundant. So, I don't know. He lives in hell. He lives in a different version of hell. Good thing I was
so close.
Right. Yeah, it is. It's kind of like the other side. Yeah. The question is the whole, because, the other side was originally white. So does he live in his other side? Is it black? You know what I mean? Because they are kind of like the light and the dark together. So I don't really. Yes. Yeah, but you see, here's the thing, though. The questions about Fury, and Fury's problems were not necessarily behavioral in that he was psychotic. He was an addict. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry, after you lie to everyone around you over and over again, because you've got a small snapshot of what his deal is. It's like, they can't trust anything he says. You can't go on holding those relationships. With people, you can't have relationships that are based on lies over and over again. You just can't. And eventually people just say, you know what? Go. Just God bless, but I'm done. You can't keep pulling blood from a stone over and over again. That's what he was doing. You know what I mean? And so I think the tough love was very, very necessary. I really do. I firmly believe that. Yeah, that was just, oh, God, that was tough. Yes?
But then how come, because Fury put up with all kinds of crap from Zetas, and Zetas just walked away from Fury. How, I can understand the other brothers getting to that point, but how could Zetas get there?
Yeah, but Zetas prior, baby girl, he's got a child. I'm sorry, there is nothing more clarifying in life than having your baby around. You just know. I respectfully, I disagree. I think that Fury got the short end of the stick in a huge way. Throughout life. And it was based on things that didn't even affect him. It was the fact that his twin was just had a horrible, hideous thing happen to him. It was like survivor's guilt times a billion. You know what I mean? But Z's in a different place now, and I'm not saying it was easy for him, but I'm sorry, if you've got a kid in the house, and you've got someone popping heroin in a bathroom, it's just, no, Anyway, I hope people don't think that was too harsh, but I know what you mean. It's, oh, God, what a mess. Yes. Yeah. And then we probably should take, what, 2 more? Yeah, okay, 2 more.
Well, I don't know if I'm the only one who kind of figured this out or saw this, but within the Dark Lover story, when Darius comes to Wrath and tells him about his daughter, is his daughter older then? Is Beth older then? It seems like Wrath goes to her right as she does the transition, and then Darius dies, but then there wouldn't be enough time for him to become John Matthew.
No, you see, no. You see, yeah, but all right. So the question, all right. So this is the whole John Matthew Darius thing, which I tried to explain in the compendium. Clearly, I had my head up my ass because, obviously, it didn't make a lot of sense. Here's the thing: it's you can. The way the scribe virgin works with time is that time is something that is insertable, and so basically, she plucked him and put him there. So don't look for some sort of chronological logic to that. It was more just literally, she just almost like putting a playing card and inserting, and that's the same way Lash came into being. Because here was the thing for me, I was like, great, Lash is the Omega Son, I knew it from day one, but I'm like, how am I going to do this? I'm like, I know he doesn't come until later in the series. So I was like, the only way to do this is to have the reader experience him as the brothers did, and then reveal later how he came to pass and what the secret was behind it. And that's the same thing, inserting Lash into that timeline, because the Omega went back, inserted him, and then he, grew up to be a prick. I mean, he didn't grow up, it was probably there all along.
You described the brothers wonderfully. You have your own vision of what the brothers look like.
Mm-hmm.
You put names and
Yeah. Okay, so the question is would I assign, which movie stars would I assign to be brothers? Okay, well, this makes me remind me of something that happened at the RT, I think it was RT, back in Pittsburgh, where someone said, did you, you know, you were talking to myself and my critique partner, Jess Anderson, and the question was, like, you know, did you get this whole world, like, right away? Or did you, like, come and, you know, like, how did you know? I said, well, you know, she gave this beautiful erudite answer because she's beautifully erudite and I'm a jackass. So, and I knew instantly how I was going to answer the question because I'm like, yes, and she took it first and she gives this long, thoughtful answer about how she could research and did the Mayan thing and the Google, and then she's done all this research and all this stuff. And then my response, because I'm a jackass, was like, I saw Ralph with his leathers down and pretty much got a picture of the whole world. I want to spend some time with this guy. So what was your question? What was your... Oh, the movie star thing. Here's the problem. It's like asking me who would play my mother in a movie. I mean, what's in, like, you know, what's in my head is so damn clear. It's like, no, I mean, I can't, you know, and they're just individuals. They're not like... Well, I mean, I fail. The closest I can get are the descriptions I got in the book. I suck. I don't want to end on that question because it's totally... Anyone else with someone new? Someone? Yes.
Well, it's another personal.
No, jeez.
But not husband related. Pop culture history.
Are you going to ask me how much I weigh?
Well, I weigh like 5. So. Pop culture history, who's your favorite vampire?
Oh my God, that I do know. That was the Frank Langella in Dracula from the 70s. But I loved that because one of the things I always found very frustrating is like, what? You guys are next. I'm going to end on you two. I always frustrated me. Why does the vampire have to be the bad guy? Why do they have to smell bad and be pasty and sleep in coffins? And why can't they, like, you know, go to Marc Jacobs and get a great suit, you know? And, like, you know, it's like I always get frustrated. Like, vampires are always the bad guys, you know? And but the reason why I loved Frank Langella in that role is because he was sexy. He was sexy. He was evil. He was fabulous. You know what I mean? And I just thought that he was great. He was great. Okay, both of you guys. Okay, you see, that's one of those things. The question is that Jane did go to the Fae. And I did think it was originally just for vampires. I really did. But she didn't see any vampires there, remember? She just saw her sister, Hannah. So I don't know whether there's like, I mean, maybe it's like, you know, aisle 5 for lingerie. You know, it's like, does everyone have like their own little section in heaven, you know, where it's like, okay, the werewolves hang out here, and like shed and pan, and vampires bite people over here, and you know, the bankers cheat us out of money over here. So I mean, I feel like, you know, maybe there was, you know, maybe there's just a room for everyone, you know. But I thought it was really great that she saw her sister at the end. Wasn't he hot? Oh, I know. I was like, see, I'm fighting. I'm ready. Take me. I'm yours. Anyway, thank you so much.